Ian.
Hello, Dave.
Ian, we are the Team ClearCoat podcast.
That is true. I don't know why you're telling me, but that is true.
We're an automotive podcast. We're not really going to do stuff today. This is a special video that we're doing.
Yes, it should be short. So basically, this last spring, I did a ChumpCar race.
You did.
With my family, and Dave was there, and
I was on the crew.
On the crew, and I drove a 1987 Maserati BiTurbo.
Yep, this very car.
That's the one. And we drove around Watkins Glen. And while I was getting ready for the race,
upstate New York,
it was my first time there. I realized that there weren't a lot of narrated videos.
Yeah, of a lap
of Watkins Glen. Either it was the NASCAR circuit, or it was a race car driver, a professional race car driver, describing what it would be like to drive like a race car.
Yeah.
Or there's just people doing track days.
Right.
And so there wasn't a lot of amateur to amateur track notes.
Right.
And I am a very amateur driver, and I will be providing my very amateur track notes to what I'm assuming are also amateurs.
Yep. That's fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to show the lap. You're going to see a map of the lap in the upper right-hand corner of the screen.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we're not complicated enough to show like some kind of animated dot flying around with the car.
And there's no telemetry or anything like that. So after we show the lap, then we'll come back on.
Yep.
And I will give all of my excuses just right up front. I've got a ton of them ready to go of why the lap was not very good. And then we'll do a narration really quick.
Yep. And so what you see is going to be coming out of turn 11 on the main straight, and you'll go across the start finish, and then it's up to you to follow the numbers from there.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay.
All
there
right.
we go. There was the lap.
That was one lap of Watkins Glen in 1987 Maserati BiTurbo.
In 2017.
In 2017. Yes. So this is post repave. There was a repave that got done a couple years ago.
Yep.
And so a lot of the videos are older. So now I'll walk you through the lap such as it is man, watching my own lap, I just see like all of the mistakes that I made. But again, this is amateur track notes for amateurs.
Yeah, let's talk about what you would want to hear if you were digesting this video.
Right.
Right?
Okay. So let's so we'll start it again. I'll ask you to hit pause a couple of times.
Yeah, of course.
So let's start off here.
Sure.
So this is again during the ChumpCar race, so you'll see other cars on the track.
Yep.
In a rare move, I'm actually passing someone here.
Oh, whatever. This is your fast lap for the race.
Okay.
Bye Miata. Bye Nissan Sentra, maybe? Yeah.
All right. So
coming up on turn 1.
So coming up on turn 1, notice there's sideboards there to kind of mark your turn. This is a pretty fast corner, 75-ish miles an hour for us. Hit pause real quick. So if you look closely here, the exit curb of 1 is kind of 2-staged, and a lot of the exit curbing around Watkins Glen is this way, where the very beginning of it is pretty forgiving, but once you get, especially in in a road car, you would end up losing time because the exit curbing is really rough. You can do it, but I think it's slower. So you wanna just touch the beginning of that curbing on the exit, and that seemed to work for us to carry the most speed.
Okay.
Obviously, your mileage may vary, but that would be my recommendation.
Okay.
So then you coming out of turn 1, you're getting set up for turns 2, 3, and 4, which are the S's, kind of the most iconic part of the track.
ESSES.
Yes.
Yep. S's.
The S's. And it's gorgeous and great and amazing, and I want to live there all the time.
It's what, 70 feet of altitude change?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
If we were more professional, we would have looked that up before we started. But yeah,
here we go.
Let's continue.
Yeah, and
so
you kind of treat this all as one turn, right?
Right. So the trick here is this was for us full throttle, all the way up, totally flat, and it really rewards smoothness and patience and just a really gentle touch.
Like having the line here is super important.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's some visual clues that we'll talk about. So
here's
what I would
turn 2.
look for would be that the curbing on the inside and that patch of concrete. Yep, right there is what I would aim for every time. That would be that's all right. That would be my apex. That's okay. We can keep going. And then the rest of it kind of takes care of itself from there. So if you get it right there, you're golden all the way up to turn 5.
Okay, so you're looking towards the inside of turn 3 at the crest of this hill here. Or not crest, but the progress.
This is turn 2.
Right.
The inside, on the right-hand side here is turn 2.
Right, and we're
then
looking up the hill at turn 3.
Yep, you can just see the flag station.
There we go. Turn 3 here. And then turn 4.
Yep, and that one just is super open and wide.
Yeah, wonderful sweeping. It looks much sharper on the diagram than it is in...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like I said, because I hit that patch of concrete on turn 2, turn 3 just kind of takes care of itself.
Yep.
So it's really important to get that right, and just like I said, just really smooth, light inputs all the way up there, and then you're golden all the way up to the bus stop.
Yep.
So there's a bus stop chicane coming up. You can see on the map.
Yep. It is a right-left chicane.
Yep. And this is a great passing area. It gets really congested during a race. But it's a lot of fun, so let's continue.
Okay.
So we were braking at about the 400 board here from I think like 100 and something, 110 or so. I like to take a lot of inside curb on the entry to that.
Right.
It kind of sets you up nicely for the exit. So now we're at turn 5, the outer loop, and hit pause right here. So here I'm kind of in maintenance throttle, like feathering it, kind of feeling the balance right. And then I would pick up. You're gonna start to see it right on the right. There's the flag station for this corner.
Okay.
I pick up. My visual cue was I would pick up the flag station, and that would be my apex. I would try to hit. Didn't always happen, but try to hit, and then I would be full throttle. Basically, as soon as I was pointed at that flag station, I would power through my apex of the corner. And out. So we'll watch that.
Okay. There's the flag station.
So there's the flag station. So try to be tight there, and then you can then see the exit curbing. You don't need to use any of that. Then you want to move over to the side, hit pause.
Yep, here
So
we go.
just
Turn
saw,
6.
yeah. So turn 6, we're getting down into what's called the boot, and this is what is different: the international circuit versus the NASCAR circuit.
Yep.
There was a patch of concrete on the right that I
Yeah.
would use as sort of my braking zone. This is pretty steeply downhill. It's harder to tell on the video, but it is
Yeah.
pretty steep downhill. I don't think it's necessary really to use the full width of the entry here.
Okay.
We can kind of use a little bit more of a mid entry. Seem to work for us pretty well. But let's keep going. And my visual cue here was the tall fencing on the Armco. I would pick that up, and that's when I would start as soon as I could see that, that's what I would start my turn in.
Okay.
And then I would aim for the flag station on the outside of the corner,
Okay.
which
There it
you can
is.
see there. Yep. And then you can use that exit curving if you want. It's not great, but you can use it. Okay, so turn 7, the toe of the boot.
Yes.
This is very steeply uphill. You get a nice compression bonus here, so you can kind of go in with a lot of speed. And for us, it worked really well to kind of let understeer kind of scrub some speed off.
Yeah.
and
Load up
then-
that suspension of the car. Let it squat.
Yep, get it loaded up and full throttle through the apex. And it gives you a little cutout here. You can use that as usable tarmac right there.
Oh,
You
on
get
the
a-
left-hand side.
You get
oh, yeah.
another
okay.
couple of feet there.
Yeah.
You can absolutely use that, and we did on several laps.
Sure. Sure.
But this is very steep. I think it's like 130 feet, 130-foot climb
okay.
through the out of the toe of the boot down to the heel, turn 8, which is where we're headed next.
Yep. There you were using that little patch.
Yep.
Nice job, man. Okay.
Okay, and then here's another downhill braking zone. Another kind of good passing place, to be honest. You can really brake late here. Use that inside curb, and then you need to just barely touch the outside curb, and then really start to get back over because turn 9 is coming up, and it is the most code brown of all of the turns on the track. It's kind of terrifying, to be honest.
Yeah.
I found it to be so.
It looks frightening.
Okay, so now we're going to rejoin where the NASCAR guys
Come
drive,
back into the track.
where
Yeah.
they come back in.
Okay.
So get over to the right
Yep.
as soon as you can, and then quick dab of the brakes, turn it in, and then the wall comes right at you. And
Yeah.
you can see I chicken out, so I don't use all of the track
Right.
like I'm supposed to. But if you get it right, you can absolutely do that. It's just that wall is a lot closer than it looks on the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it
right.
comes up pretty quick.
Yep. Yep.
But that was about a third gear corner for us.
Okay.
And so now we move on to turn 10, which is a really fun corner.
Left-hand turn.
Left-hand turn. It is flat out.
Oh, okay.
For most,
Because you've been braking
pedestrian
so
cars.
much into turn 9.
Well, no, it's just a fast corner. It opens.
Okay.
And there's a lot of runoff that is usable. We were battling some high corner speed understeer this
Right.
race, so it's going to look a little bit slow, but you really can take this full throttle if your car's set up pretty well. So we'll move on to that. Terrible shifting. There you go. Yep. You can use that entrance curb too.
It looks a lot more open on the video than it does in the diagram.
Yeah, and it is, and it's and that, like I said, that curbing is more forgiving than some of the other curbing on the track, I think.
Okay.
So you can definitely use it, especially that first stage of it.
Yeah. Is it cambered towards to kind of put you back onto the track?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
And there's a
yeah.
large runoff area there too, because
Yeah.
it's such a fast corner.
Yeah.
So then
That
you
makes
have
sense.
a really short kind of straight to turn 11, the final corner. You really want to get the exit right
Yeah.
here because it's a long straight.
Setting yourself up for the entire run here.
Yep. And yeah, use the last little section of that curb and that little cutout there, and then you're good to go across the start finish. There you are.
There we go.
That is one very amateur lap of Watkins Glen. Hopefully it helps
Yeah.
to get some amateur to amateur track notes.
Yeah. Watch it again. Let us know what you think, and let us know if you found any value in it.
Yeah.
You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, all of the places. Go to TeamClearCoat.com. Yeah.
And our shows are also on YouTube, so
Yep. we do a weekly show. So if you happen to find this video and you want to hear more of two idiots talking in a blanket fort, yeah, look at other videos.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
See ya.